standard and the other trying to climb the mountain. And we are on the cusp of dotting the I on a great clash in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania, as we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Penn State Nittany Lions. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Penn State's offense will have the first possession of the game. Every time these two meet, it feels huge. It was that way last year, Ohio State going into Happy Valley. But the script rarely seems to deviate. Penn State never seems to find a way to be able to beat the Buckeyes.
No, and this one went right down to the wire last year, too, David. Remember that? Penn State had the ball down on Ohio State's 1-yard line in the fourth quarter. A little bit of time left. They go incomplete. They're stopped. And then Ohio State just melted. They kept the ball for 11 plays and walked out with the dub.
And the good thing is, by watching this game today, you're going to see some weird stuff. Last year, you remember you saw turnovers inside the 5-yard line. Something always happens in this matchup, but Penn State's got to get this monkey off their back.
He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Allard. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Singleton. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here.
Well, you get the completion, and now it's decision time for the head coach, right? This is a massive one, too. 4th and short on your own end of the field. What do you do?
The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Makes the catch at the 30. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Buckeyes offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
There's a great example of a zone blitz by the defense, and those confuse quarterbacks and offensive linemen because you're dropping defensive linemen out in coverage, but then you're bringing pressure from the second level, and that time the defense was able to fool them and get home.
The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Allard. They've got the screen set up. Always quick to make the move, and he's out to the 39.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
From the gun on 3rd down. Got it in the middle, it's Pena. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Allard. Makes the catch. It's Singleton. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The play-action fake. Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Once he got some room, it was over. And if feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO fake. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
Handoff from the gun. Oh, better look out! He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Man, they have got a weapon in this offense right there, running back. This dude is tremendous. You think about Franco Harris, you think about Kajana Carter, Curtis Enos, Saquon Barkley, time and time again. Penn State running backs wearing defenses down. This guy is a problem, and this defense better find a way to slow him down.
They'll give it to him again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Looking to throw, it's Allard. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The Nittany Lions are flying down the field. On the run, it's Singleton. There he goes! Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Nittany Lions will have it 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Singleton. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Working that left side now. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
The Nittany Lions really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Pulls and throws off the RPO.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on third down. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, third and short. I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy. You know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. And the Buckeyes decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Catch in the middle, it's Reynolds. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking for a man. It's Aller. Got it in the middle. It's Reynolds. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man, it's Hudson. And they're able to get him on the ground.
Man, you see the wide receiver, he's got to push up field, make it look like he's going deep, but does a really good job sitting down on that curl, catching the ball, and then as soon as you catch that thing on that curl route, get upfield, get positive yards. Nice route by that wide receiver.
He'll sneak it. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Reynolds.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
The Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And his offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. Don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Facing third and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Back to pass, it's ours. Looking left. Into the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. It's Smith. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense is taking everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. To the air, it's Sayin. Grab near the marker, it's Smith. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49.
This tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up at different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
And the Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to throw it. Throws to the tight end. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
Third down play from the gun. Caught near the sticks. It's Smith. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Wide open downfield. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State, Woody Hayes, forward pass, 2 of the 3 things that can happen are bad. Woody had dudes like this, he'd be spinning that magic bean all over this place.
You ain't lying. My, how times have changed. Now it is pass, pass, pass. Find explosive playmakers like this on the outside. Get them the football.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. To the air. It's Sayin. Going for 6. Touchdown, Ohio State. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. And we're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's caught. It's Pena. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or 2. Nice job, nice success.
The Nittany Lions have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Caught, close to the marker, it's Ross. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw, it's Allard. Grabbed behind the line, it's Singleton. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Reynolds. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
To the air on first down. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space. It's Singleton. He's going to lose a yard on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Catch in the middle, it's Pena. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up third down. And wait a minute, third down now becomes, we're going to go for it on fourth down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Going for it all. Touchdown, Penn State! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the capper a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Snagged out of the air.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Buckeyes can really attack on this second and short. Grabbed over the middle. It's Rodgers. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on first down. Using the quick game. Turning it on. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, all week, the Buckeyes and Nittany Lions tried to bottle up their emotions, but things just boiled over in that first half. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. they've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. Still 2 quarters to go in this incredible regional showdown between two of the winningest programs in football.
The Nittany Lions will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
I agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football ball out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Lions is big tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
These old girders are rocking on third down here at Beaver Stadium. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Grab near the marker. It's Tate. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
The Buckeyes look to keep this drive humming. Back to pass. It's Sayin. The short hands. It's Tate. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
And the Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Oh, they're after him. Chunked it away just as he was hit.
Well, they tried to go play action on that one to see if they could freeze the defense, but a great job getting to the quarterback, not being fooled by it, forcing the incompletion.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. He caught it. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
Back to throw, it's Allard. That's reeled in, it's Singleton. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Grabs near the sticks, it's Hudson. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
Quarterback keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Nittany Lions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Ross. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just wanted that football more.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Got his man downfield. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy. And he's able to get the tackle for loss.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Scanning the field. It's Allard. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got it on the run. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Wants to pass. Wide out trying to get it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. They'll leave it with him. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Backs looking for the goal line. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, it was a great effort throwing to the running back that time. He was almost able to get in on 3rd down. The defense makes the stop. Now it's decision time. 4th, you're very close to the goal line. You've got this running back in the backfield. What do you do?
They'll run play action. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And that's the world we live in. You want to be aggressive. You want to get touchdowns. You don't want to kick field goals. Analytics says this. Well, now you get no points. And the defense bows up in a big part of the field, gets the big sack on 4th down and goal.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Hand off from the shotgun. Got the first down and more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, I love the physicality there. Backed up deep down in your own end. We're going to have to get hats on hats and give our running back an opportunity to make somebody miss, use that speed. I don't know if they were necessarily anticipating a long run like that, David, but hey, they just completely flipped the field.
Yeah, and a bad job by the defense because you are anticipating run. You know offensive coordinators don't want to drop back, throw the football out of their own goal line where they could get a safety. They want to hand it off, create some space, so you didn't meet that physical challenge. You knew the run was coming. Got to do a better job.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaks into the open. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Makes the grab. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Our coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide-out level noise. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So first down will open up the final period. Leaves it with the back. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got the tight end. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
The Buckeyes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Now they'll run it on the toss. Find some fresh air.
And telling the coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got to lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
How about this methodical, soul-crushing drive? They've already drained more than 3 minutes off the clock as they snap it on second down. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got it behind the line. It's Smith. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical third down here in the fourth quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
The Buckeyes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Tell you what, that was a lightning fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the back. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
And you hear people talk about the 4-minute offense all the time in football. What does that mean? That means you're getting first downs, running the clock, and just right now physically dominating up front. Nice job by this offense.
He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Here comes the heat. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. So the 16-play drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. On the ground, it's Singleton. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Going for the big play. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter. And you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that. So they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Ross. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
The Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. The inside handoff. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
To the air, it's Aller. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Finds him out of the backfield. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
3rd down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out and get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. 4th down now upcoming.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Ross. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45.
Down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Gets the back moving. Just keeps slinging it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Allen. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the 2nd half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. catch in the middle. It's Smith. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. First and 10 from the 39. The give and tick, 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 tick. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football, and they're going to try and bleed the clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking, just like that guy did there.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on third down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Really nice execution by this offense. This is the time, right? Late in the football game, got to get a few first downs to preserve this lead, to get out of here with the W. They trust their quarterback. They protect him. They get the first down.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. And the Buckeyes with the first and 10. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. Behind the chains now on second and long. Now the play fake. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook, the old kneel down from victory formation. With Ohio State once again taking down Penn State in this one, the Nittany Lion fans left to wonder what might have been. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.